All right, well, I figured I'd do another review. There's a rabbit right there. I don't know if you can see it. There it goes. Hippity hop. All right, another review for a Stephen King book. Another audio book. Dark Tower, goes that rabbit. Dark Tower number, what was this? Number 6? Number 5? Number 5. Number 5. The Wolves of the Calla. So, thank God for audio once again, because I think if I would have read this, maybe I would have DNF'd it. I don't know. We've got a different audio narrator this time. The afterword for the book, Stephen King himself come on and said that Frank Mueller, who did the narration for the first 4 books, was involved in a motorcycle accident. And I guess he's passed now, but yeah, he was unable to finish the series for Mr. King. So sorry to hear about that. The book itself, what a mess. There will be spoilers here. So yeah, essentially this book ends up being kind of like 3 storylines. These 3 main storylines. We've got storyline A, which is this town. Calla Sturgis, I think, is the name of it. Essentially, it's a 7 Samurai or Magnificent 7 rehash. Only instead of banditos or evil warrior dudes, we've got I'm not sure if they're zombies or if they are, well, I know they're robots, but there's some confusion as to what these things actually are. Every 23 years, these marauding robot zombies that dress like Dr. Doom from the Marvel comics and have lightsabers from Star Wars, and they use Harry Potter weapons, sneeches, and I'm not joking. There's literally a part where it says copyright Harry Potter on one of these weapons that they find. Yeah, this is just, these books have gone off the rails. These marauding zombie robot things that they call the wolves come and steal children from this town. And so they hire Roland, the gunslinger, and his partners to help them out. And you think, well, maybe this will be interesting. It's not. That happens way at the end of the book. I think the audio recording itself was 26 hours long, and all of the action takes place in the final hour of the recording. So it's like a 25-hour slog through some nonsense. So the second plot that we have going on, we'll call that plot A. Plot B is that they're going through this door in a cave to go back to New York. This is mainly, I think, Eddie's plot, to try to secure the rose. So we found out about this rose, I think it was a couple books back. I think we found out about the rose in the wastelands. And somehow this rose is connected to the Dark Tower. So they're going to this book collector named Calvin Tower to try to purchase, or I guess, his property, because that's where the rose is located, so that they can secure it to make sure that it's safe. So that's the second plot. It's really boring. And plot 3 is Susanna, okay, Odetta Detta, Susanna, you know, our character that has no legs, that's been in a wheelchair wheeling herself through Midworld for 4 books, I guess 5 books now if you count this one. It's just totally unbelievable to me. This is our strong female character, right? She has no legs, and she's suffering from multiple personality disorder, which I thought was resolved. Supposedly this was resolved at the end of the drawing of the 3. But it's really not, because these personalities keep popping up. And now she's developed a 4th personality, which is called Mia. And Mia is the mother of a demon baby. Yes, we find out, it is confirmed in this book that Susanna, Detta, Odetta, Mia, 4 personalities now, right? She's pregnant with the demon child from the scene where she helped Jake cross over into Midworld from New York. Remember, she had to subdue a incubus by copulating with it. Yeah, well, that's super fun. So we've got this whole thing, and I don't know why everybody's hiding it from each other. Roland doesn't tell Eddie, and everybody seems to know. And anyways, it's just a big, ridiculous deal. So we'll see where that's going, because that looks like that's going to come to fruition in the next book, Song of Susanna. But my goodness, this series is such a mess. It's just tonally all over the place. I find the language of King's Universe here, Midworld, is just totally annoying. We've got, you know, people are saying Kamala, you know, come Kamala, just terrible language. You have a whole dancing scene, like it turns into a John Ford film all of a sudden. We got Roland dancing. It just doesn't work for me, man. Like, Roland's character, however much I didn't like him in the previous books, Wizard and Glass totally ruined that character for me. I'm just not connected to any of these characters. I don't care about any of them. We have this huge plot point in this book, which is Father Callahan from Salem's Lot shows up. He's in Midworld, and we have to get his backstory. And I thought, well, I kind of like Father Callahan from Salem's Lot, so this will be interesting. It's not. His story is just boring, and it goes on forever. This book is just another holding book. Like, nothing really advances towards the Dark Tower plot at all. Find out about some object called, what is it, Black 13. It's another orb or another, you know, crystal ball type thing, only this one's evil. And I guess it has a corrupting power, so it's basically just a rip-off of the One Ring and Lord of the Rings. And I don't know why King is introducing these new plot items this late in the series. We have this whole, you know, the whole concept of the thinnies, which are thin spaces between worlds, which was introduced in, I think that was introduced in Wizard and Glass, the last book. Now we've got this whole thing called going Todash, where I guess you, I don't know, like astral project into another world. You're not physically there, so you're just like there in spirit. So, I mean, this book is just, there's all the rules of this universe. None of it makes sense to me. Wow, those cicadas are loud, dude. So, yeah. I don't understand why people like these. I really don't. I know that Kevin Toll at Kevin Toll Reads, I'm sorry. I have to apologize to you. I know you love these books. You're going to tell me that I've you know, forgotten the face of my father, I'm sure. But, you know, I don't hate these books with my mind. I hate these books with my heart. It's a little Dark Tower lingo for you. So I don't know, man. This is just, yeah. And according to, I'm gonna do another shout out here to my buddy Austin. I think Austin at Outer World Media likes these books too. So I apologize, Austin. I'm sorry, I don't like them. They're just not for me. Please don't take this as an assault on you as a person, the fact that I hate something that you like. It's not a slight against you. This just isn't my thing. And I have to be honest, like, I'm reading these to give my honest opinion on them. But yeah, I guess that's it. So anyways, I feel like I'm cheating by listening to the audiobooks. So I'm going to maximize my suffering for the sake of the audience. I'm actually going to read the last 2 books here. I'm going to read them. So I already checked out Song of Susanna from the library, and I'm going to start that today. I don't think I can start it today. I'll start it tomorrow. I have to give myself a break from these. These books are killing me. I just want to get through them. I don't want to drag this out. You know, it's like ripping off a Band-Aid. I just want to get this over as quickly as possible. I don't want to be dragging out reading these books for the next 3 or 4 months. I just want to plow through them and get them done. I hate these books. So, again, I got to give this a 1-star review. To me, it's just absolute garbage. And Stephen King breaks the 4th wall at the end of this novel. Father Callahan finds out, he finds a copy of Salem's Lot and finds out that it's written by Stephen King. So essentially, Father Callahan finds out that he's a fictional character. And to me, like, all the stakes of this series have been totally removed because it's all make-believe. None of it matters now because it's all just a figment of Stephen King's mind. And it retroactively ruins every Stephen King story I've read, because if they're all connected to the Dark Tower, then that means they're all just figments of King's imagination, which just totally breaks the reality of his entire universe. And it just means it's all meaningless. So there's a way to do metafiction, which Philip K. Dick did perfectly in Man in the High Tower, or Man in the High Castle, and what Stephen King has done here, which just doesn't work because it breaks the universe. All right, thanks for watching. Sorry this rambled on for 13 minutes. I'll end it here. Have a wonderful day, everybody.